Hola, amigos y amigas de Jennings Lodge. Guess what I have behind me? One of my favorite maps. This is a very big map of the world, and it's one of my most favorite. And this week we're going to talk about geography, the study of land, and the best way to study and look at land all around us, ocean, landmarks, all of those things, is by looking at a map. So, one of the first things we're going to do is look at a few different types of tools that we use to study land. This right here, this flat two-dimensional drawing is what we call a map. In Spanish, un mapa. This map is a map of the entire world. And as you can see, something that's very important are some of the colors on a map. Do you see all the blue on that map? What do you think the blue color represents on this map? Are you thinking? It represents water. That's right. Anytime you see blue on this map, it represents oceans or rivers or lakes, always bodies of water. Now, we have some other colors we need to look at on this map as well. Do you see the white areas on this map? That represents land. That's right. Land. La tierra. Land. Here's a big continent right here. And continents are something we'll talk about next year when you're in first grade. But those are big land masses. And there's 7 of them. You'll hear a little bit about them this week too. But for now, I want you to focus on the white areas represent land, and the blue areas represent water. A flat, two-dimensional map is something that we use as a tool to understand the land or a layout of an area that's smaller than the world, like your bedroom or a museum. Now, this is very similar to a map. However, it's not two-dimensional, it's three-dimensional. It has height, it has width, and it has length. It has sides all around it. And this is a big ball, otherwise known as a sphere. And this is called, do you know what this is called? The blue represents water. The colors on this tool represent land. What do we call this? Do you know? It's a globe. That's right. It's it's a three-dimensional map. Globe. Globe is really fun to look at. It's what you would see if you were in outer space, looking down on the earth. You would see the water, and you would see the land, and you would see that it's a big sphere. I have a couple other tools here as well. This book is very special to me. It's old, and I've used it a lot. And it's called an atlas. And an atlas is a book. Oh no, it's not upside down. It's a book of maps. It breaks up the world, what we have behind us, in many different smaller parts and shows us land. It shows us land forms, which are valleys and mountains and rivers and oceans. It shows us how high or low something is, how much forest something has, where the depth of the water. Sometimes we see the water is deeper where it's darker blue and a little more shallow where it's light blue. of maps is called an atlas. Maps also come in smaller sizes. Maybe you've seen these. We keep this in our car. It's a map of Oregon, the state we all live in, just so we know where we're driving in case we get lost and we need to know where to go. There are other kinds of maps as well, and we'll talk about those in a little bit later. All right, good to see you all.